What's up, YouTube family? Gerald Greenlee here with Clean Green Renovation Services, South Georgia. How y'all doing today? Got to meet the electrician over here. A video or two back, whenever it was. Actually, I'm recording this one and I haven't even put it up yet, so who knows? But one of the things I went to do an estimate on was knocking out a wall to create a laundry room. And the customer also needed some other electrical stuff. She's got to move a freezer around the house, so she needed an electrical outlet. We got to move the outlet for the dryer. She needs a light put in there. Now, I could do this stuff, but she was gonna get an electrician anyway to take care of some things. So if she's getting an electrician, there ain't no point in me getting in there messing around with electricity, right? That's the way I see it. So I'm trying to be careful here. I'm trying to talk to y'all, and I'm trying to back up on the side of this road, not hit this fence that me and Z-Man put up, and not hit the customer's car. All that stuff is very, very important. In fact, I think we got to come back and paint this whole fence. That little fence we put in there, we added to. But anyway, I have to meet the electrician here, since he wants to know exactly what he's got to do. Still got the plumbing issue to figure out. I think I can go in and tie into the city plumbing though, so I think that's gonna be okay. I mean, the plumbing where it comes out the back of the house and goes to the city. So anyway, let me get out here and check this out. I'll let y'all know what happens. Ooh, the electrician saved me, man. He saved me. Not like that, but he saved me from some work. I gave this customer, I don't know if I mentioned this in the previous video, but I'd given them 3 different options to kind of have access to the washer and dryer without going outside. Well, the one the customer wanted was the most expensive. You know, I mean, moving plumbing, moving all the electrical, and all that stuff's in the foundation on that house. I mean, it was just it could have turned into a mess. And I had already told her, you know, that we can do it if that's what you want to do, but there was a possibility that I would have to get a plumber involved, and you know, I had no idea what that ended up costing her. You know, that I could get somebody to come over and look at it and give her a price, but you know, but that we might get into it and be some unforeseen things, and it could have just turned into, that's one of those things that you say, well, it's a $4,000 project, could have turned into $7,000 at the drop of a hat. But you know, at the time, she didn't care. That's, you know, that's what she wanted to do. Well, when the electrician got over there and got to talking about his part of it, and of course he used to do plumbing too, and he got to talking. He's a great guy. She started, we just got into it and all that, and he went back and throwed out an option that I had given about flipping the stuff around. Now, there is a downside to that. Everything's got pros and cons to it. But for her, you know, it just works. Now, if this was a young family's home, I would never build a wall inside the existing dining room and put a washer and dryer in there for a young family, somebody looking to sell the house down the road, you know, want to upgrade, get another house, sell theirs, because that is going to be probably that's not going to be a great selling point for the house. However, this customer is not worried about that. You know, she's not going to sell the house. I guess, you know, she's got family or whatever. They may get it, you know, when she passes away. But, you know, that's not her problem to worry about. So, so we ended up going back with the least expensive option. And a whole lot less work on my part. Whole lot less unknowns. There's going to be basically going in, studying up an area inside the dining room, and putting some bifold doors on it, flipping the washer and dryer around, and using the same plumbing hookups, all that stuff that we had before. So that's gonna make things so much simpler. I mean, just way, way simpler. So, gonna be less material, gonna be less labor, gonna be less unknowns. So we can give her a pretty predictable price on this project. It's also going to help me out just from a time standpoint. You know, I've mentioned in some of the videos I love doing this kind of stuff, but when you start going in and knocking holes in walls, even though they're interior walls in people's house, and making a big old mess, and in my situation I might be able to go work on it a day and a half and then not be able to go back for a week. Something could happen, I might not be able to go back for 2 weeks. And then, I'm always waving at people. Small community, man, love it. Where you know a lot of people. But, you know, you don't want to leave somebody's house tore up for 2 or 3 weeks and you haven't even been there. Now, all of my customers understand that, you know, ministry is a priority for me. If something happens, you know, I got to take care of it. As far as construction is concerned, I'm solo. Now, you know, the guys help me with the lawn stuff, and really any of our lawns they can do. Now there's some landscape stuff that I take care of that I need to do, but you know, there's never really a case where a landscape, you know, trimming some hedges can't wait a week and a half, 2 weeks. If something happens and I got to go out of town, like I did, you know, when I had to make a trip to Mississippi and I was gone, or you know, I go off on vacation or whatever, the guys can handle the lawns. Now there's some, you know, there's some customers that are ticky, and I do some extra things that we wouldn't normally do. But if I explain to them, hey, when you go to the property, make sure you do this, make sure you do that, make sure you do that, because if you don't, the customer's gonna call me, they'll take care of it. So when it comes to construction though, I don't have anybody. So if I go in and tear something out and I have some kind of emergency or something happens, and you know, for 2 weeks I can't get back over there, then for 2 weeks there's no work done. You know, it's just sitting there idle. So that's why I tend to like projects that'll take a couple of days. So this could potentially be, you know, I'm gonna have to do some sheetrock work, so that gets a little bit, that makes things a little bit more challenging, because when you do sheetrock, you got dry times. I mean, you can do some fast set on it, but I do have that to kind of deal with. So it's not going to be a deal where I can go Thursday, Friday, Saturday and knock it out, because there's going to be the framing in part. I should be able to frame it in, put the sheetrock on it, and put the first coat of mud on it the first day. Come back, and this will be inside climate control, so it should dry. Come back the next day, sand it, put another coat on it, and usually you end up doing, you know, about 3 coats with that mud to get a pretty decent finish. And I'm not a sheetrock pro, so, but you know, so you got 3 days in that, and then you got to turn around, you got to prime it, you got to paint it, trim it out, you know, you got all that stuff going on. So it's still going to end up being a 2-weekend project, but I'm not gonna be working on it the whole time. So it's not like I'm gonna go, you know, Thursday, Friday, Saturday and work, you know, 30 hours. You know, I'll probably work a long day the first day, probably a part of a day the second day, part of a day the third day, you know, just dealing with dry times and stuff like that. So anyway, that's what we got going on, and looking forward to doing this project. Like doing stuff like this, and hopefully I'll be able to get y'all some good footage out of it. So anyway, I guess I'll go ahead and end the video here, headed back to the office, get some stuff done. It is Wednesday here, so February the 2nd. Yeah. So anyway, hey, appreciate you taking time to watch the video. My prayer for you is always the same, that the Lord might richly bless you, and that you might see all of your blessings as from Him. Hope you have a great day.